Diverse ethnic groups, rainforests, beaches, and the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. Get ready to discover Sabah, East Malaysia. The East Malaysian state of Sabah sits at the northern tip of Borneo, the world's third largest island. Modern-day Sabah comprises Muslim Malays, Chinese, Indian and Filipino immigrants, and about 32 different ethnic tribes speaking 100 dialects. This is a state of many surprises.
Welcome to Sabah!
Sabah's capital, Kota Kinabalu. To the local people, it's affectionately known as KK, a bustling capital where you'll find a mix of colonial buildings and modern skyscrapers. It's also green, clean and visitor-friendly. It's when you get out here on the water that you can truly appreciate how green KK really is. Right behind the city that hugs the shoreline is the dense green of the tropical jungle. And behind that, the towering expanse of Mount Kinabalu itself. The Gaya Street Weekend Market is a melting pot of Sabah society. Kota Kinabalu began life as Jesselton at the end of the 19th century, a trading town built by the British North Borneo Company. Then when the original capital, Sandakan, was totally destroyed by bombing in the Second World War, Kota Kinabalu took over and today is home to around 200,000 people. After the war, the British government took over the administration of North Borneo till it joined Malaysia in 1963. KK's Chinese community gained a foothold in the early years of the North Borneo Chartered Company era, when they migrated in great numbers. Today, like their ancestors, they're still engaged chiefly in commerce.
It's a very good life here. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, very good life. It's very, yeah. In Malaysia, Sabah is a very good, very good life.
Sabah's largest ethnic group is the Kinabalu Dusun, who make up 1/3 of the total 3 million population. On market day, the steady 6-gong rhythm honours the rice spirits and heralds either planting or harvesting. Now a major force in Sabah's progress towards modernisation, the Kinabalu Dusun were formerly the main rice producers of the state and still play a major role in the growing of fresh produce. Other tribes include the Baju, the Murut and many more who still live and work traditionally. Many are Christians converted from animism by British missionaries. Cultures and languages have become interwoven, resulting in a colourful fabric of society.
Borneo was on China's ancient trade route as early as the 10th century. And when you visit the wet markets outside KK and you see some of the serious bargaining going on here for local produce, it's not hard to imagine that things haven't changed much at all.
On KK's busy waterfront, fishermen bring in the day's catch and water taxis compete for space.
Some serious shopping, then head down here to the Philippine market. It stretches all the way along the waterfront of Kota Kinabalu and you can find just about everything you can imagine. Shell products, t-shirts, woven baskets, I mean you name it, it's here. Where are you from?
I'm from here, from Sabah. Yeah. And my mother from Philippines and my father from Sabah, so I'm mixed.
You're a mixture?
Yes.
Yeah, part Filipino, part Malaysian.
Yeah. Half.
Numerous small islands dot the coastline here. Many are inhabited by Muslim Filipinos. Some have lived here for a decade or more. Visitors who wish to go on diving trips in this region should not travel alone and are advised to consult first with their embassy or travel agent. Filipino boatman Robinson was my guide, and I was about to meet his family in the floating village on Gaia Island.
People are different if they live on the water.
Early in the morning, just swimming and jump from the house, like my house. And night time, you can see the city from my house.
Yes. And you watch the tide. I guess the tide's.
Now is so now is low tide.
Now it's the low tide. So the high tide is what about another up to the month? And how many people do you think live in here now?
I'm not sure, maybe around 4,000.
About 4,000 people. Wow. And many of them you know? It's a fairly close community.
Yeah, but only close to my house I know.
You know all the people there. This is literally walking the plank. That is an experience I do not want to repeat. Wow. Three babies. So Robinson, this is part of your family.
Yeah, this is my family.
The Sabah family, Robinson. So how many children do you have?
So I have now is 3. So two girls and 1 boy.
2 girls and 1 boy. And your wife has a baby on the way.
Yeah.
You're a strong man.
Yeah, of course.
My last stop for the day was Tanjong Aru Beach. Then, as the sun set, the call to prayer beckoned Muslim Malays indoors to the state mosque. When we return, we head for the clouds on Kinabalu.